Alright, there was a tragic story in Pleasant Grove, Utah. I never heard of this place before in my life. A 35-year-old woman was having her car repossessed, and the repo agent was a 49-year-old man, and she got in the car to drive away, and he went after her in his car, and they had a car accident, and she died. Now here's the thing about a repossession, okay? When you pay someone for something, if you very, very seldom get someone with so much money, they pay for it right then and there, cash, done. Most people pay installments. My car, I have a lease. I pay once a month for 36 months, and then I give it back to them, and I lease a new car. Or if you buy the car, you buy it and you pay X amount of dollars for X amount of months, and then you own the car, you do what you want with it. Okay? Vending machine, living room furniture, okay? You finance things, you pay a little bit at a time, and once it's paid off, it's yours. Until you pay it off, it's legally not yours. Okay? It legally belongs to the guy you bought it from. So if I go to a car dealership and I buy a car and I stop making my payments on that car, the car dealership legally owns the car. Or if I bought money from the bank and the bank bought the car for me, I pay the bank back, the bank owns the car. Whoever put up the cash for your item, they legally own the item until you pay every penny of it. Okay, your house, you don't own the house, the bank owns your house for 35 years or some shit. Now, many, many years ago, my father was living in New Jersey, in a house, my stepmother and my 3 siblings, and he would commute to New York City for work. He had a car accident. Car went to the shop, the auto body fixed it, he gave the auto body the insurance information, and the auto body, the insurance company, the car insurance company, stiffed the auto body. The auto body hired a repo agent to come to my father's house in the middle of the night, push his car a few blocks away, start the engine and take off with it. My father got up next morning, reported it to the police. The police, through their investigation, found out it was repossessed. But the repo agent came onto the property, took it out of the driveway, and the cops basically said, listen, you stole Mr. S's car. Give it back or you're going to jail. If the company owes you money, get a lawyer and sue him. But give Mr. S's car back. And they did. When I was doing my internship, I was in an office the last 2 days. It was the community affairs office. The captain of the office was my mother's supervisor years earlier. She's since retired. One of the officers there, 5'2", 125. She's the one that shot the guy a few years earlier. She's now a sergeant, and a male officer there is now a detective. Matter of fact, I saw him yesterday. Matter of fact, when I shot the guy on the bull ricochet, I told him that story yesterday at headquarters. And some guys come in and some guys say, hey, our car was stolen. And they did the check, and your car wasn't stolen, it was repossessed. The repo guy came and took it. Go here and fill this out or whatever. Typically when it's repossessed, the repo company takes it and they hold it until you finish paying the money well. So if you owe the car company $10,000, they're gonna hold it in their warehouse or parking lot or some shit until you pay them $10,000 back. Okay, and it goes for your furniture, your watch. Okay, now, every state has different laws regarding repossession. So anyway, long story short, the guys found their car repossessed. Angela drove them to be with whatever the hell they had to go, fill out paperwork, whatever, pick the car up, pay the car, whatever. And me and Steve are talking. He's the guy who's a detective now. And Steve said, a couple of years ago, I caught a guy jump starting a car. So I drove him out of the car and beat the shit out of him, and when I went to cuff him, he ended up being a repo agent. Oops. Every state is different, but most states require you to pick up the phone and call the police. Because if you're a repo agent, you're going to be coming into town to take property away, to jumpstart cars, to do things like that. And the cops want to make sure you're not a freaking car thief. So they're going to want to have your repossession agent's license, they're going to want to have the paperwork and all this shit in order. Same thing goes for a bail bondsman. He's going to be repossessing people. So they want to know who he is. He's going to be in town, he has an ID, whatever. Okay? And you can be accidentally arrested. You could be a repo agent with all the proper paperwork, But if a cop thinks you're doing something wrong, he's taking you in, and you got to figure it out from inside the jail cell with your lawyer or with the judge or whatever the hell they're doing. Now, this repossession agent had a right to take her car. Now, there are certain little I was watching a show over 10 years ago about repo agents in Jersey. The car they had to repossess was physically inside a garage. They couldn't get it. And they said if the car is inside a garage and you break into the garage, take it out, you're going to jail. If the car is inside the garage, at that point you got to go to the judge, show the judge the order to repossess. The judge got to sign a seizure warrant and give the seizure warrant to a police officer, and the police officer comes back with you and says, this judge signed this form, these men are taking your car. And the officer acts as the agent with the letter from the judge, the seizure warrant, search and seizure warrant, okay. Now, this guy that killed this woman, okay, there are several things wrong here. A repo man is not a police officer. And I have people all the time, they ask me, why don't you give out parking tickets? Why don't you give that guy a traffic ticket? I'm like, I can't give out traffic tickets. I'm not a fucking cop. That's not my job. I can stop him. I can order him to stop, but I can't give him a fucking ticket. If I have to give him a ticket, I gotta call a cop to give him a ticket. And by the time the cop comes there, the guy might have taken off or might have had a fight with me. Okay, I can't give out tickets. Now, this repo agent broke the law. Yes, he had every right to possess the car. But when she got in the car and drove off with it, at that point, he was required to go to the police and tell the police, look, I'm a repo man. I have an order to repossess a car here. That woman ran off with it. And now she's going to get arrested, or now they're going to have the cops looking for her or some shit. But one way or another, he should have involved the police. Now, only a police officer can legally get in his car and chase after someone. That's it. Now, depending on what state you're in, a bounty hunter might do that. But then again, the bounty hunter, he might not want to be driving through the street at 100 miles an hour killing people, okay? But as far as getting in the car and driving after someone, only a police officer can do that. And I had a police officer in my spot a lot last year. We were doing construction. Construction here, Con Ed there. 3 people ran the red light with the cop directing traffic with me. The cop had every legal right to get in his car and chase after them. But he does not want to be driving down a busy street during rush hour at 50 miles an hour and kill 1,000 innocent people. Okay? So even if you are a police officer, the scale goes for risk versus reward. Is it worth it for me to arrest this person? Now, if a police officer is chasing a serial killer or a mass murderer, he'll run red lights at 100 miles an hour. He'll go the wrong way down the side street in the suburban neighborhood. But if it is not worth it, the police officer will let the person go. Because yes, the person ran a red light, but it's not worth killing 5 people to give him a traffic ticket. Yes, the person did this, but it's better to go and get a warrant and have detectives go to their house or whatever the hell, as opposed to just chasing them down the street. So this repo agent, he's 100% wrong. And I say this all the time, guys overstep the boundary. I have a security license, armed guards license, and the instructor tells me he's seen guys with a security guard job overstep their boundaries. He was one time the instructor. There was a security guard for a building. And on the public street, the traffic light was out. So the security guard went in the street to direct traffic. Here's the problem. The security guard is not a police officer. His job is to call the police and tell them to come direct the traffic for him. Okay? He, as a security guard, private company in the building, cannot go to the public street to direct traffic. Now, if that man caused a car accident, he would have been fired and he would have been sued. My very first day on the job, I had my civilian supervisor, the one that died, and a traffic cop. And at one point, the traffic cop says, whatever, he walks in the middle of the road, you stop, you go, you this, you that. And the traffic cop is in the middle of the road doing this, fucking dancing. Supervisor called me over. Don't do what he does. She did not want me to be going into the middle of the road and directing traffic. He's the cop, that's different. But she said, you do not have that power. Just make sure the pedestrians get across, stop the traffic, do that. But as far as telling guys, you run a red light, you stop on green, you go, don't do that. Now, if I did that, say a month later I did that, she would have said, and I caused an accident, she would have said, wait a minute, I told you to do that, why'd you do it? Okay? So this Repo agent, he's obviously losing his license, and he's being charged with manslaughter. Okay? Because he's a private citizen. Now, in order for you to be a Repo agent, you have to know the laws in your state. Licensing for this, do you need a warrant for that? Okay? Now, some cases, based on legal stuff, like you're coming in someone's house, okay? You're gonna open someone's front door, walk in their house, and take out their furniture. I would run that by a judge if I were you. Because the judge might want the city marshal to come with you. Because A, they don't want to kill you. Because you never know. You might be repossessing a guy's furniture. He might be a drug dealer. Okay? They want to make sure you're not going to get killed. But they also make sure you're not breaking the law. Forcible entry. Seizure without a warrant. Okay? So you have got to be absolutely sure. And now obviously the woman should have said, fine. Take the fucking car. I'll save the money. I'll get it back. Okay? If you're taking property and you're not making your payments, you're stealing. If you don't pay for your car, you're stealing. If you don't pay for your couch, you're stealing. If you don't pay for your watch, you're stealing. But two wrongs don't make a right. She had no right to get in the car and take off with it to prevent him from seizing it. But then again, he had no right to get her killed. Okay? So, this is a very, very, very serious problem. And I see this a lot. I see security guards acting like cops. I've seen security guards fucking run red lights in the street. I've seen security guards, do this stupid shit. And I'm like, dude, you're not a fucking cop, okay? Do your job, not anyone else's job, okay? And I have guys tell me all the time, why don't I run on the road like traffic? Why don't I fucking give that guy a ticket? Why don't I arrest that guy? I'm like, I got no gun. I got no handcuffs. I got no pepper spray. I can detain you, but when I detain you, I gotta call the cops to talk to you. I can't put you in the back of my car. I can't throw you on the ground, tie your hands behind your back. I can't do that. I can't. I've had times when I've told someone, listen, you get against the wall and stay there, and you're not moving until the cops come. When the cops come in, you moved out before. But as far as grabbing them, cuffing them, throwing them on the ground, beating them up, okay, I haven't done that because I'll get in trouble. Serious trouble. Okay? And this is another one of those classic cases where a guy stepped out of his line, did the worst thing possible, got someone killed. Yes, she's a deadbeat. Yes, she's wrong. Yes, she's stealing from your boss, your client, whatever. But you got to get her killed over it. What if he was chasing her and they were going 40 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour on side streets? What if he's chasing her and he runs over a little kid? Okay? Things happen. Okay? Thank you.